Hi everyone, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Get yourself a blanket and a couch cushion, like you can see the one behind me. A couch cushion or 2 pillows from your bed, a blanket or a towel that you can fold over, and we're gonna start. Welcome. This is Joy with Berkshire Yoga, Dance and Fitness. Happy to have you here. Hi Paula, nice to see you. If you just type something in the comments, then I can see that you're here, and I'm happy to be with you. So again, get a couch cushion or 2 pillows and a blanket, a small blanket or a towel. So once you have your small blanket or towel, fold it up and then sit right on the edge. That's going to give your hips a little bit of lift and a little bit of forward tilt so your spine can have room to move with all of its natural curves. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Also, holidays can be difficult, and if you're coming in with that type of experience, that is fine too. You're all welcome coming in with whoever you are in this moment. No need to change a thing. So once you're on your folded blanket, you can have your legs in easy pose, crossed at the shins. If that's not comfortable, you might like to stretch one leg out or both legs out, or take a diamond, any configuration that feels good. This is gentle yoga. We're going to take it pretty easy today. Settle your hands towards your lap. They can be palms down to your knees. If you prefer, you can stack the palms face up right in front of your belly button. So just feeling comfortable. That's what this class is about, feeling comfortable in your body. Once your limbs are settled in place, go ahead and start to either gaze down or close your eyes completely. And now begin to feel your breath. Don't have to change your breath or force it or control it. Simply observe it, watch it, witness it. Feel what it feels like for your body to expand and then soften and contract. Each breath cycle, feel that expansion out in every direction, and then the contraction, the softening. And focus on that sensation as you breathe quite naturally. Stay rooted in that sensation of breath. Can you hear your breath? Hi, Christopher. Hi, Mike. Can you feel your breath? Can you hear your breath? And as you stay rooted in that mindful awareness, now just scan your body to notice what you're coming in with physically. Notice physical sensations without judging them. There's no need to make them go away or change them. Just getting acquainted with who we are right now as we come onto our mats, come into our practice. So rooted in your breath still, take now a mindful scan, open yourself up to notice your emotional self, what's going on in your mood, in your emotions, in your energy, what you're coming in with without any judgment, learning to meet yourself as a friend. Feeling your breath in your body, what that feels like to expand and soften with each breath cycle. And lastly, as you stay rooted in your breath, just notice the realm of your mind, the thoughts, letting them come and go without judgment, no pushing away, no clinging to, just noticing. So we're coming to our mats with our body, our energy, our mind, our spirit. And throughout class, keep that breath connection. So we'll start to move now, nice and easy. Drop your chin to your chest, and then lift your nose up towards the ceiling in a circular motion. Chin lifts. Circle until your chin lowers down and sweeps across your chest. Circling the head, slow to start. And as you circle your head, heavy your shoulders. Can you let go of your shoulders, dropping your shoulder blades down your back? And each time you lift your chin to the ceiling, open your mouth a bit, open your jaw, and create some relaxation. And then when you're ready, we'll circle the head to the other direction, starting slowly always, just so the body can give you feedback, so there's time for it to let you know how that feels and if it's safe. And once you make that connection with your body, if it feels good to speed up or go deeper into a pose or a movement, then go right ahead. So just circling a few more times, inviting ease, letting go of judgment or shoulds or worry, what ifs, inviting ease and letting yourself just be how you are. Settle your chin down to the center of your chest and then lift your head all the way to neutral. We're going to start seated cat and cow. So as you inhale, your elbows bend back, heart extends forward, chin extends forward, and then exhale, straighten out your arms, round your spine behind you, tuck your chin. Inhale, heart comes forward, chin comes forward, elbows back. Exhale, round your spine, straighten out your arms, tuck your chin down. Good, and inhale forward. We're going to stick with this seated cat and cow for several more rounds of breath. So now you know the motion, you know what we're doing. Bring it even more into your body, moving with your breath in a way that feels good, feels natural, feels nurturing. And then come up to center. If your legs are crossed in Sukhasana, easy pose, we're just going to cross the opposite leg in front to create some evenness throughout the hips. Again, your legs can be stretched out in front. They don't have to be crossed if it's uncomfortable. Turn your torso gently in the direction of your right knee. We're going to inhale, bring your heart forward, around. Exhale, take your torso back and around. Inhaling to come forward, exhaling to come back. Good. Inhaling forwards, exhaling back. So just like with seated cat and cow, now you know the motion. Now make it even more your own, matching your breath to your movement. You can close your eyes if you like. Anytime we're not doing a pose that's challenging or dangerous for balance, you can close your eyes. And even though it's your torso circling, let your hips, your legs still be a fluid part of the motion. They're grounded, but they're fluid, they're soft, they're easy. They move as well in a natural way. When you're ready, we're going to go the other way. Inhale when you come forward and around, and exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. There's a visual that goes with these heart to earth circles. If you'd like to use it, the visual is when you come forward and inhale, it's as if you're in the grass, inhaling nature. And then when you come back and exhale, you exhale, imagine gray smoke. So it's like inhaling the good of the earth and exhaling what you don't need or what's not good for you. And if you don't like visualization, just let that go. Don't worry about it. A couple more heart to earth circles, feeling hips, feeling breath, and then come to center. Good. Take the legs with soles of the feet coming to touch. We'll start with feet in close. Bring your feet comfortably close to your groin as much as you can. And then hold down near your shins, ankles, or right onto the feet, whatever feels okay for you. We're going to start a gentle little flutter in the knees. Just loosening up, kind of introducing movement, breathing deeply. Good. Inhale and sit up tall. As you exhale, see if you can reach your feet, hold them. Exhale, come forward with a long, flat back, and you can use your forearms and your elbows, if you like, to gently press down into your lower legs and deepen the stretch through your groin. Your head can be in line with the rest of your spine, so you're just softly gazing down a few inches in front of your toes. And take this posture in a way that feels good for your body. If it's too intense to use your arms to press, don't do that. A few more breaths here, and we'll hold to give the body a chance to soften, relax, let go, acclimate. Can you hear your breath? And if you can make it a meditation, focusing on that sound, sounding like an ocean, wave after wave of breath. Good. So you have your flat back, come on up to center. Nice and easy does it. We're going to come back into this Baddha Konasana, bound angle shape, in a little bit, but for now, stretch your legs out nice and wide. Wiggle them, shake them a little bit, let them get set up. So they're wide, it's a wide V, but it shouldn't be painful or pulling. We're just starting to settle into this posture. Take your hands, bring them right onto your shoulders so the thumbs are in the back. Inhale, center. And as you exhale, tilt directly over to your right side. Exhale and tilt. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tilt over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, center. Exhale, tilt. And we're going to stick with this. So you know, just like when we come into these fluid, repetitive motions, once you learn the movement, you have then this freedom to really make it yours, make it work for your body, using a depth, a speed, a rhythm that feels good. So as we do this motion, we're giving the sides of the body a chance to open, creating space between the ribs. Sometimes some of us, in our society, the way we work, we can sit so much that our ribs almost become fused in a way. The space between them loses its suppleness. So we're creating space and suppleness, remembering to inhale, center, and exhale as you bend to the side. Just a little bit more. Good. And then inhale to center. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. Inhale and sweep your left arm up to the sky. And then as you exhale, ground your right hand to the side and come over. We're going to hold here. And you've been sitting with wide legs for a few moments. You might find you can crawl your legs a little bit further apart. If it feels good, as you breathe naturally, start to circle your arm, big circles in front of your torso. If it doesn't feel good, just forget it. And if it hurts to have your arm high, You can try hand back to the shoulder or to the waist. So it's all about safety, comfort, and beyond that, that's the basic. Beyond that, it's about feeling really good. So if you're reaching high, come on, one more time into that overhead reach, and then inhale everyone to neutral, and exhale both hands towards the ground. To the other side, inhale, arm comes high, exhale, over, side bend. Find your breath, fluid, flowing. And if you like the arm circles, now bring them in. Just soft, easy, slow, fluid, breathing naturally. And if you're reaching high and circling, we're going to come back overhead to that full reach. Inhale, center. Exhale, relax. Take your hands to the space in front of you. Just take a look at your feet. We're going to have the toes softly flex towards the ceiling, so toes face up to the sky. Inhale at center. And as you exhale, start to walk your hands out in front. Really tune into your body as you do that. How does it feel? Keep tracing the sensation, and then permit yourself to stop when you know you've come far enough. And once you find that spot, ground your hands to the floor. You're gazing down towards your fingertips and deepening your breath. The knees face up to the sky. Don't want your kneecaps rolling forward. Toes are facing up to the sky. Back is nice and long. A few more deep breaths here. Holding the pose, giving our bodies a chance to soften in, to let go. With a flat back, push your hands to the earth, crawl your hands in so you can sit all the way up. Lean back, taking some weight out of your legs, and bring the soles of your feet together again, back to that Baddha Konasana. But this time, push your feet further out in front so the diamond shape is larger. There's more surface to it, so to speak. Take your hands and start to thread them underneath your ankle area. And you can let them rest on your body, or you can turn palms down to the floor, whatever feels comfortable. It's as if you're imagining your forehead is going to come and rest on your feet, and maybe it is. Either way, the shoulders get to round forward here, and the head then just hangs heavy. So imagine being a turtle, and your back is your turtle shell, and you're going inside. And we'll hold for just a few rounds of breath. And very gently, start to release your hands and come back up to neutral. You're going to stretch the legs right out in front, feet flex to the sky. Inhale, lift your arms high. Exhale, let your belly come to your thighs. Reaching for your feet and legs, hang your head. Inhale, sweep your arms up your legs, up your torso to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, head becomes heavy. Inhale, sweep your arms high. So this is what we're gonna stick with for a few more moments. Exhaling to fold. Imagine a water wheel, and how the wheel keeps turning. That's your torso. The water keeps flowing, that's your breath. Allow your spine to be round, to be fluid, to be curvy. Good. And inhale, reach your arms to the sky, feet are flexed. Exhale, belly comes forward towards thighs. Relax your hands where they're comfortable, maybe the ground, maybe the legs or the feet. And then you choose what feels right for your body. We can do a forward fold seated with a nice flat back, a long spine, an opening across the chest, or if it feels better, more intuitive, go ahead, round your shoulders, hang your head. So you'll notice they feel different. They stretch or access different parts of the body. So you pick, tune in, ask your body what it wants, what feels good, and then go with that and recommit to your breath. Feel your breath, hear your breath. And then whatever you've chosen, either round back or flat back, start to come to sit to neutral. We're gonna come on up to tabletop on hands and knees. So if you like, you can use your blanket or your towel for a little cushion underneath the knees. Once that's set up, come onto all fours, spread your fingers wide, and remember you can use fists or forearms if the wrists are uncomfortable or it's dangerous or painful to have flat hands. Wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips, tops of the feet to the floor. We're going to inhale and tilt the tailbone to the sky behind you. Drop the belly down and lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round your spine high, hang your head. Inhale, lift your tailbone to the sky, lower your belly, lift your chin here in cow pose. Exhale, tuck your tailbone to the earth, arch your spine high, hang your head in cat pose. Inhale to cow pose. So we're just going to flow a couple more times between these two. Exhale to cat and let yourself go at your own rhythm between the two. Good. And then come to neutral. Crawl the hands out once. Tuck the toes, and we're going to take a really easy downward facing dog. Lift the knees, keep them bent, push into the hands, hang your head heavy. Knees are bent, feet parallel. The inner elbow creases rotating gently towards the front of the mat, fingers wide. Gently lower your knees, and we'll come into child's pose. Knees can be close together or wide apart. Either way, then the hips come back near the heels, and you can either reach out in front, forehead to the earth, or make a pillow with your hands with one cheek resting. We're going to rest in child's pose for a few rounds of breath. Take the opportunity to scan again. Rooted in breath, scan your body. Just notice what's there for you in the physical realm. Rooted in the natural flow of your breath, scan your energetic or emotional realm. Notice what's there without judging. And as you breathe, feeling your breath, just scan your mind or just notice what's there without judging, without rejecting or grasping. Hi, Sina. Hi, Jillian. I'd love to see who's here. I feel like, I know we're not with each other in the flesh, but I feel close to you anyway. So we're in child's pose. We're going to come on up to tabletop again. Tuck the toes, and just one more time, lift the knees. Start to walk your hands back. Walk your hands back. until your hands reach towards your feet. Then bend your knees pretty deeply. Let your head hang. Let your arms hang. Arms can just hang down to the earth, or you can grab opposite elbows, and we'll be loose here in ragdoll pose. Picture a ragdoll, just flops around. If it feels good, let your head nod and shake. Good. And then come to center, take your hands on your shins, start to crawl your hands up your legs, coming all the way up to stand. Take a moment once you find standing to reorient to the space, and then we're going to clear the mat. Just move your blanket safely out of the way. We'll do a couple of standing poses and then come back down. I want to take it really pretty easy today. Feet come wide, toes face front. We're just going to circle the shoulders back a little bit. Great. Bring the circle into the wrists, circling wrists one way and then the other. Relax the arms down. The spine, the center of the body does the work. Pull your belly muscles in a little bit and then start an easy twist from one side to the other. Let your arms fly, flop. Breathe fully as you twist. Good. Come to center. Hands to the waist. Bend your knees, hips, circle around. They can be as big or small, the circles as you want. Start slow for your body, and then if it feels good to speed up, go ahead. So we're just loosening up before we take some static, still poses. Circle the other way. Good. Come to center. Bring the legs together. Hands towards the thighs. Bend your knees a little bit. The hands are just resting. There's really no weight on them. Circle the knees softly, gently in one direction. And the other way. Good. And then come to center. Back out to the wide stance. Toes face forward. So you want a stance that's wide enough where you know you're going to get a stretch and a challenge, but not so wide that you're going to fall over or be injured. And you can adjust it as we go. Hands to the waist to start. You're going to rotate your left leg 90 degrees towards the short edge of your mat. Rotate your right leg about 45 degrees towards the center of your mat. The hips, belly, chest, shoulders all stay facing the long edge of your mat. Start to bend into your left knee to 90 degrees. So your left knee stops when it's right on top of your left ankle. You may need to adjust your legs with more or less space between them. Your left heel, if you draw a line straight back, it lines up to the middle of the inner arch of your right foot. When you're ready, arms open, wide and strong, and turn your gaze right over your left middle finger. Find your breath and see if you can soften. That was a lot of alignment and technical language. You're in the pose. Now see if you can soften. And I think we'll flow a little bit. So imagine your arms like wings. You're going to inhale, straighten the bent knee, bring the arms in, and then exhale back into it. Inhale, straighten. Exhale into it. So at your own pace, and I'll just caution you, when you straighten that front knee, don't lock it out, don't jam it straight. Be soft, be mindful. One more time. Beautiful. So now straighten that left leg, not locking it out, it has a tiny little micro bend. Relax your right hand to the leg behind you. Turn your left palm to the sky and then lift your left arm high. So now you can turn your head to look down to your back leg. You can look straight ahead of your chest, or you can tuck your chin and look up to your lifted arm, whatever feels good. If your neck or shoulders feel really tight or sensitive, I recommend just looking down or looking straight ahead of your chest. A few breaths here. We're in a reverse triangle pose. Good. And on an inhalation, come up to center, extend your arms out, relax them down, and turn your toes to face in front of you once again. Inhale, standing center. And as you exhale, take a tiny bend in your knees. We're going to come forward to fold. So if the low back is sensitive and doesn't feel good in a deep fold, just settle here, halfway with your, or less than halfway with your hands on your thighs. If it feels good to come into the fold, bring your hands down to the floor or to something that can support you, like a cushion, if you have yoga blocks, empty boxes, and that will just make the floor come up to you. If you're folding all the way to the earth, hang your head heavy. Settle your hands where they're comfortable. You can line your fingers up with your toes. You can put your hands right underneath your head, your face, or you can reach your arms out in front like you would in downward facing dog. A few more breaths in whatever fold you have chosen. And remember, the right way to do it is to honor your body, to do what feels good for you without judging yourself. In whatever fold you have chosen, take your hands to your thighs, bend your knees a bit. We're going to push down into the thighs to gently come up. Hands come to the waist. A few breaths to orient. And we're going to set up for the warrior two and reverse triangle on the other side. So this time, your right leg rotates 90 degrees towards the short edge of your mat. Your left leg rotates in towards center about 45 degrees. And your right heel draws a line straight back to the inside crease of your left foot. Hips, belly, chest, face the long edge of your mat, straight ahead. Arms open out. 90-degree bend comes in to the right knee. And that right knee is heading right towards the middle of the right foot. So you want to make sure it's not sort of sickling or falling in towards center. Good. And then you remember what we did here. We're going to inhale, straighten the bent leg. The arms come in nice and soft. And exhale, back into warrior two. Inhale, straighten, arms come in. Exhale, down into your warrior two. So a few more times, moving with your breath in a way that feels good. Almost like if you could imagine that you're dancing from one pose to the next, enjoying the way your body can move. And settle back to warrior two, Virabhadrasana. We're going to straighten the bent knee. Relax your back hand to your back leg. Turn your right palm to the sky, and then reach your right arm all the way up to the ceiling, even reaching back further than that if it feels okay. And again, you can look down to your back foot, out straight ahead in the direction of your chest, or tuck your chin and look up. Sweep your chin up to look to your lifted arm, whatever feels best for a few rounds of breath. Reverse triangle, your feet are the base of the triangle. Your lifted arm is the point. Good. And on an inhalation, come up. Exhale, relax, lifted arm down. Start to take your feet together. Just going to bring them in, not in any fancy way. Settle your feet about, mine are about 4 inches apart, 4 inches of space between the feet themselves. But what I'll tell you to make it even clearer is imagine the bones of your legs. And from your pelvis, you have your thigh bones. Imagine them running straight down to your knees, and from there, straight down to your ankles. That's the line you want. Hands to the heart in prayer. We're going to be practicing tree pose. So if you want to come to a wall or a chair or something for support, go ahead and do that. Then once you're settled, standing tall, shift your weight into your right leg. So your right leg feels grounded, strong. Lift your left heel off of the mat. Rotate your left leg to face to the side, and then connect your lifted heel to your standing ankle. So now you're in tree pose. From here, you can adjust any way you like. You might like to lift your foot towards your calf or even up towards your inner thigh. We just never press it against the knee. And your arms may feel better down, or they might feel great reaching up. Settle your eyes on a still point. Settle your mind on the breath. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. And see if and where you could find some sweetness in the pose, in the moment. And then stay in your body, stay with your breath as you come back down to center. Come back down in an embodied way, whatever that feels like, looks like for you right now. We're going to set up again with the mountain pose, Tadasana, imagining those bones of our legs, feet parallel. Shift your weight now. Left leg becomes strong, growing roots to the earth, standing tall. Lift your right heel off the mat, rotate your right leg to the side, and then make that connection. So you're in tree pose. From here, you can grow your tree any way you want. No two trees, like no two people, are ever exactly the same. So what feels good? And you might try a couple things, and that's okay. So we're aiming always in gentle yoga to go towards what feels good, what feels right. Eyes on a still point, mind on the breath. And then take your time in your way to come back to standing Tadasana. Good. So in Tadasana, come near the front of your mat. You have some space behind you. Sweep your arms up towards the sky. Thumbs are pointing behind you. Palms face each other. Shift the hips forward a bit. And then lift your sternum. Lift it almost as if you could, or you're trying to touch the ceiling with your breastbone. Lift, and your gaze comes up, and you're breathing. Then come back up to neutral. Bend your knees, take your hands to the earth. If you're ready to rest, come right down to child's pose. If it feels good to step down back to downward facing dog, do that. So you pick what feels good right now. Either coming down into child's pose or coming back to downward facing dog. And if you're in downward facing dog, make your way to child's pose. From child's pose, walk your hands back, coming up to sit. We're gonna come and sit down to one side. Now, find your couch cushion or your 2 bed pillows, or if you have a big yoga bolster at home. So you want something with a little lift. You want something that will be comfortable and you won't have to stretch too far down to the floor. So once you have that, you're going to place it near the back of your mat. And then knees bend. Line your left thigh right along the bottom edge of your cushion. The left knee is pointing right out in front, and then that leg bends and the left foot tucks just to nestle on the front of the right thigh. The right knee bends and the foot comes behind you. So once that's settled, you're going to take your shoulders, take your torso, and just rotate them towards your cushion. Easy does it. If it's not high enough, get another cushion, get more blankets, get whatever you need so you can feel comfortable. We're going to settle down, take it easy right now. So relax the weight of your body down onto your cushion, and hands can either make a pillow to rest your head, or you can grip kind of to the earth and just put your head right down onto that cushion. Another option with the legs that might feel better, just to give you options, is to stack the knees. Stack the knees instead of splaying them in the mermaid pose. So check in. We went from some warrior poses and tree poses, pretty challenging and engaging, to resting. So be aware and invite your body, invite your mind, your energy to shift, to settle a little bit more here. Grounded in your breath. What does your breath feel like here? We'll hold for another few moments. And as you rest here, see if you can possibly send yourself some intentional kindness. It might be on a vibrational level, sort of vibrationally sending yourself some love, some good intention, some support. It might be more concrete, like a hand on the cheek as you rest, or in your mind, a word of encouragement to yourself, like, I'm here for you. Great, now start to easily, softly lift yourself back to neutral, sitting all the way up. Good. We're gonna shift, so your pillow's behind you. You can start to set your legs up the other way. Lining the opposite thigh right against the bottom edge of your cushion. Rotating your spine towards your cushion and gently coming down to rest. Hands can make a pillow, or you can just rest your hands to the earth. Again, if legs splayed feels uncomfortable, try stacking the knees. And we're gonna settle in. Can you let go comfortably, safely of the weight of your body just a little more? Can you deepen your breath in an easeful way? Can you invite more space without forcing? And again, as you breathe, witness your body, sensation, witness your mood, energy, witness your mind, the thoughts, without judging or clinging or rejecting, witnessing so you can meet yourself. Make space for yourself to be here. So really easy, really gentle. Take your time. Stay connected to sensation as you move to push yourself back up. Come and sit facing forward. Take the cushion, turn it now so it crosses your mat, and bring it so it's right against your lower back and your backside. And then you're going to shift just to sit up on the edge there. Good. Take your pillow or your blanket, towel, whatever else you're using, not too big this one, and set it up beyond the cushion. So that's going to be there for your head. Bend your knees, feet parallel, and then start to settle yourself back. Your lowest part of your shoulder blades will be right on the mat. The pillow catches your head, and the cushion gives a little lift to the hips. So we're in a supported variation of bridge pose. Where do the hands feel good for you? Maybe you rest them on the big cushion. Maybe you rest them on your belly. Maybe palms down to the earth. Maybe arms overhead. Just trust what feels good. Feet are on the mat, parallel. Easy does it. Letting the body rest here. We'll hold for several rounds of breath. You can close your eyes if you like. No need to work. The cushions and the blankets are supporting you. No need to strain. Simply let go. Can you soften even more? Maybe relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your lower back. Focusing on your breath. The endless ocean of breath. Good. We'll transition in a moment. So I have a thin yoga blanket underneath my head. If you're using something thin, that's fine. But if you have a big bed pillow or something thick, just get rid of it. So we want the spine to be relatively neutral. Take your palms to the ground, out to either side from your hips. Keep your head at center, and we're going to lift one leg to the sky and the other. You have the big cushion underneath your lower back, so you can allow that to roll you a little bit so your pelvis is tilted. Feet stretch up high. Relax your shoulders down. Close your eyes if you like. We're just resting here in a supported shoulder stand for a few more rounds of breath. Let your body move however it wants here. If you prefer to reach your arms overhead or something else. Even if your legs want to move, they might. Your ankles might want to roll, or your legs even might want to play with wide V's or circles or anything else. So we have our basic supported shoulder stand. It's wonderful. And please know, in gentle yoga, you're always invited to and encouraged to follow your body. What feels good to you, follow your intuition. And we're going to be here for just another few moments, giving our bodies a chance to enjoy the posture. Good. Now bring your legs, feet gently to the floor. Now roll to one side, rolling off your cushion. Roll to one side. And then use your hands to support you. Pushing yourself up to sit. So now we'll settle in for resting pose, corpse pose, Shavasana. So you have a lot of good props. You might like to lie flat on your back, or something that could feel nice. You can grab whatever you were using for a pillow again if you like. Take that big cushion, set it up so you can put your legs right on top of it, so it's underneath your knees. And then make your way down onto your back, adjusting your props as you need. You may want to grab another blanket to tuck yourself in. See what feels good. It might feel nice to open your arms wide away from your body, palms to the sky. It might feel nice to keep your hands on your body somewhere, making connection. Let yourself get cozy here. We're going to rest for a few moments, practicing stillness. And it's Mother's Day, as you know, and as I mentioned at the beginning. So see here, as you make yourself comfortable, if you can, see what it's like to embrace the idea of mothering yourself as you set yourself up to be comfortable. So what it's like to take care of yourself, to spoil yourself maybe, or pamper yourself. Protect yourself. Make yourself comfortable. What is it like to mother yourself? And once you're settled with all of your props, let go of your body weight. The muscles, heavy. Let go of any working, any efforting. Surrender down. Relax your jaw. Soften the muscles of your forehead. Make your belly soft. Relax your hips. Relax your legs. Let your eyeballs relax back into their sockets. Heavy your shoulders. Heavy your arms. And as you rest, just notice each part of your body. And if you can't feel it, it's no problem. Without needing to move or force, bring your awareness to the palms of your hands. Notice the palms of your hands. Notice sensation in your forearms. Notice the creases of your elbows. Notice sensation in your upper arms. And shoulders. Notice the back of your neck, the backs of your ears, your earlobes. Notice your cheeks, your jaw, lips, teeth, gums, and tongue. Notice your whole mouth as one. Notice your whole mouth. Notice your upper lip, the insides of your nostrils, outsides of your nostrils, tip of your nose, and the bridge of your nose. Notice your eyebrows, your eyelids. Notice your eyelashes, alive with sensation. And notice your forehead. Notice your whole head as one body part. Notice your chest and belly. Notice your upper back, mid back, and low back. Notice sensation in your pelvis, the bones of your pelvis. Notice your hips, thighs, kneecaps. Sense the back creases of your knees, calves, shins, ankles, soles of your feet, and all of your toes. Now notice, if you can, just the right side of your body. Sense the whole right side of your body alive with sensation. Sensing the right side. And now focus, notice, and sense the whole left side of your body. Whole left side alive with sensation. And now feel your whole body as one being alive with sensation. Sense your body. And feel where your body is touching down against the floor or against objects. And feel where your body is touching the air. Notice the sounds you can hear. And begin to move again, either small movements or big stretches. Begin to move again. And follow your movement until you're comfortable to roll and rest on one side. And as you rest and pause there, I'll just share a poem by Dana Faulds, Being Present. Breathe, relax, and feel. Take time to slow down the pace of life. Watch the rise and fall of moods, the birth and death of dreams. Feelings and sensations seem so real, yet they shift like changing clouds and flow with the high tide out to sea again. Allow it all to be. No need to grasp or push away. Present with each moment, the whole of you, body, mind, and soul, opens to receive. And when you're ready, come all the way up to sit again. Take one hand onto your body, your heart center, and the other on top, cradling your own heart. And I'll invite you to sing with me the sound of Om one time if you like, representing that everything is connected, nothing is separate. Inhale if you're with me. Palms together. Bow your head to honor your spirit in your body, in your life. And I honor you. Namaste. Thank you for sharing with me today this ancient, amazing gift of yoga. It was a pleasure to be with you. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for typing in the comments. I love seeing who's here. So always feel free to message me for requests about postures or body parts you'd like to access. Check out Berkshire Yoga, Dance, and Fitness on Facebook here or on YouTube. All the live videos get posted to YouTube, so you can, if you don't catch it live, that's fine. You can still follow along. So I wish you all the best, and I hope to practice with you again soon. Bye, everyone.